Have you ever wondered what really separates the people who dream about success from the ones who actually go out and get it? Well, today, we're diving deep into Jack Canfield's The Success Principles. We're going to uncover the blueprint that helps turn big aspirations into actual reality. Because, as Canfield always reminds us, success isn't some far-off destination. It's a journey, and it's one we can all decide to take.
So here's how we're going to break down our journey today. We're looking at 5 really powerful stages. We'll kick things off with the absolute bedrock of all success, taking total responsibility. Then we'll get into how you can build a crystal clear vision and that unwavering belief you need to make it happen. After that, it's all about action, unleashing that power, and then mastering your inner game, your resilience. And finally, we'll talk about how to weave all these principles right into the fabric of your daily life.
Okay, let's start with a big one. Seriously, everything, and I mean everything, hinges on this first principle. It is the absolute, non-negotiable foundation of success. Without it, the rest just kind of falls apart. Canfield's first principle is a total game changer. You have to take 100% responsibility for your life. Now, this isn't about blaming yourself. It's about empowering yourself. It's about making that huge shift from feeling like a passenger in your own life to grabbing the steering wheel with both hands. It's about owning your choices, your actions, and yeah, ultimately, your results. This whole shift in mindset is captured perfectly by a term Canfield uses called inverse paranoia. I love this. So instead of thinking the world is out to get you, you start to believe that everything, the universe, the world, is actually conspiring to help you succeed. This little trick reframes every challenge into an opportunity, and it just fuels your journey with this incredible sense of optimism and purpose. All right, so once you've taken full ownership of your life, the next question is pretty obvious, right? Where are you actually heading? And that brings us right to the second key principle, crafting a really compelling vision and then building an unshakable belief in it.
To really bring that vision to life, Canfield is a huge fan of SMART goals. And look, this isn't just some catchy business acronym. It's a proven way to turn those vague, fuzzy dreams into a concrete plan of action. When you make your goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, you're creating a clear roadmap that's going to keep you focused and motivated every single step of the way.
But, a clear vision is really only half the battle. You have to truly, deep down, believe you can achieve it. Like Canfield says, belief is the cornerstone of achievement. So what does that mean? It means you have to actively start tearing down those limiting beliefs that hold you back and start building up a real sense of self-confidence. The book is just filled with stories of people who completely transformed their lives just by changing what they believed was possible for themselves.
So, the big question is, how do you build that unshakable belief? Well, Canfield gives us 2 really powerful tools, affirmations and visualization. By constantly feeding your mind positive statements and vividly imagining your success, like really feeling it, you're basically rewiring your subconscious to get on board with your goals. It's all about turning your own mind into your biggest cheerleader.
Okay, so you've laid the foundation with responsibility, you've built the blueprint with your vision, so now what? Well, now it's time to actually start building. This is where we shift from the internal work to the external world. It's time to talk about the incredible power of action.
Let's be honest, big goals can be super intimidating. It's like trying to eat an elephant in one bite. It's just not going to happen. That's why Canfield talks about the chunking method. Instead of getting overwhelmed by the whole massive task, you just break it down into small, manageable pieces. This simple trick transforms a scary challenge into a series of steps you can actually do, and that builds momentum and keeps you moving forward. And hey, remember, taking action doesn't mean you have to do it all by yourself. In fact, one of the most powerful things you can do is build a strong support network. Surrounding yourself with positive, like-minded people who believe in you, wow, that could be a total difference maker. This is all about collaboration, not competition, and using the power of real, authentic relationships to speed up your success.
So as you start taking action, you are inevitably gonna hit some roadblocks. I mean, the journey to success is never a straight line, right? And this brings us to a super important part of the process, mastering your inner game. It's all about developing the resilience you need to handle the challenges that are definitely gonna pop up.
When you're facing those challenges, your mindset is your greatest asset. Canfield teaches us to see setbacks not as failures, but as really valuable feedback, as opportunities to grow. And this is also where practicing gratitude becomes so powerful. When you focus on what you're thankful for, you shift your energy from a feeling of not enough to a feeling of abundance, and that just attracts more positivity right into your life.
And this whole idea of attracting positivity connects directly to one of the book's really core concepts, the law of attraction. Put simply, what you focus on expands. So by directing your thoughts and your emotions toward your goals and just keeping a positive energy, you actually start to attract the people, the resources, and the opportunities you need to succeed.
Of course, staying focused on the positive is way easier said than done, especially when you're up against the two biggest dream killers of them all, fear and self-doubt. So how in the world do you push through when those feelings threaten to just stop you in your tracks?
Canfield's answer here is just so profound. He says, courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act despite it. It's not about waiting for the fear to go away, it's about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. This also means changing how you think about failure. Instead of seeing it as the end of the road, you start to see it as a stepping stone, just a necessary part of the whole learning process.
So we've covered the mindset, the vision, the action, and that inner resilience. Now, let's bring it all together in the final and maybe the most important stage, putting all these principles into consistent, daily practice.
You know, the real magic happens when these principles just become second nature. Canfield calls these success habits, the small things you do every day that over time add up to huge results. It's about turning that conscious effort into unconscious competence, creating a super solid foundation for success that lasts a lifetime.
And if you're looking for proof that this stuff actually works, the book is just overflowing with it. I'm talking about struggling entrepreneurs who built empires, athletes who achieved the impossible. Canfield shares tons of stories of real people who totally changed their lives by applying these exact principles. These stories are just a powerful reminder that success isn't just for a few special people. It's available to anyone who's willing to do the work.
So, what's the big takeaway here? Jack Canfield's The Success Principles isn't just another self-help book. It's a blueprint for a life lived with intention, with passion, and with purpose. It gives you the tools to not only achieve your own dreams, but to inspire other people along the way. The principles work, the roadmap is clear, the only question left is, are you ready to start your journey?